What's up, and welcome to No Good News, or perhaps it's just good news. I don't know. We'll find out. This is a Funday edition, but for whatever reason, the no fell off from the No Good News sign, and so I guess it's all good news tonight. Spoiler alert, it is not. Part of why I like playing Sunday Fundays because oftentimes, typically, not a lot of hard news happens over the weekend. Leaves it to more entertaining stuff. The Grammys are going on right now, the Saturn Awards. Unfortunately, with Tarriffs and other things, we will be talking about some stuff that is not so fun. Nonetheless, this is the Sunday Funday edition for early February 2025. Thanks for tuning in. You are listening to the Degenerics. I believe this is Boycott the Bastards, followed by Bastard Dub. Off of Generica. Top news here in Seattle is snow. It did snow. We'll talk a little bit about that. For me, it meant I didn't. My normal Sunday is a longer dog walk. That's like this is Bastard Dub. Is sort of the big excitement of my Sundays typically, but my dogs do not like snow. You can watch my snow day video to see Daisy hiding under the bushes to avoid snow. So we didn't do a long dog walk. Just a basic take care of business. So I mostly spent the day watching bad reality TV. I watched the mega brands that made America, which is really interesting. Turns out logistics is one of my special interests. Who knew? Now I know way too much about UPS, Postal Service, Pony Express, which actually only ran for 18 months. It wasn't, and operated its an entire time as a loss. It was never a successful business, despite how rooted in American lore. You would think it was there the whole time throughout the entire Wild West era, literally only there for about a year and a half, and was never a profitable business. UPS was founded in Seattle, and the Brown was based on the Pullman cars of sort of which were the luxury cars of the old rail system, the passenger rail system. And then I watched a movie called Welcome to Me, starring Kristen Wiig and an all-star cast, wherein she plays a person with borderline personality disorder, and they don't say it, but who's obviously just also just an extreme narcissist, who wins the lottery and buys a TV show. I think I've watched this before, but no, I mean, it hits a little close to home. Oh, this is the first episode? No, okay. So this is still part of Sicko weekend. I saw Sicko. I made it to Darnell's Tavern. A lot of buses and a lot of transportation. But I successfully got to and from Darnell's Tavern, and it was worth it. Great venue. Of course, getting to see Sicko, amazing. Yeah, and I don't know if it was Darnell's or Sicko. Let's play something by Sicko. But it just had a really great community feel. I had a really good time. It was one of the best shows I've been to in a really long time. This is an indie rock daydream, followed by Cover Up by Sicko. Off of In the Alternate Timeline. They didn't want to work on their sound system because I swear I'm like, am I gonna sue them? I have like damage to my eardrums. But if the last of my hearing goes out because of sicko, I think it'll be worth it. And yeah, also I guess the sound isn't universal because while I was next to the speaker and it was not even, it was too loud. It was like just, it kept like screeching. It was like, it kept like, the high pitch. And then, but I guess if you were farthest in the speakers, you couldn't really hear. So, yeah, I love Darnell's, and they may want to invest in a better sound system. But yeah, even though it was a haul to get to and from Darnell, at least all the buses and all the transportation that goes to and from there is, well, not all of it, the light rail is not 24-hour. Seattle will be a real city when our public transportation is 24-hour. At least some of the lines, like the E and the 36, some of them run a little bit later. So I got home. I always worry. I'm like, I had a panic moment where I was like, no, it's not doing that, is it? My battery was like at 3%. I was like, we're not doing this again, are we? And then for some reason it said that the route, I had it set for walking instead of public transportation. Google Maps said that the route was 6 hours to get home, and I was like, no. And then I hit it, I was like, oh, hour and a half, which is a haul, but worth it. And then this has nothing to do with Darnell's. I think this is maybe on G206. Sun Bar had an ad that basically was like, dry January is over, let's party! And I forget, I genuinely feel sorry for the bar owners, because it does. Dry January is great as it is for people's health, and I'm not complaining. I think it's a perfectly good cultural phenomenon. I hope it continues and expands, and Sober October and all those kinds of things. I think those are all great developments, and that actually harms bars. January is already a harder month for it. I mean, it is. People have less money after the holidays. It's the middle of winter, so they're less inclined to go out at all. So having bar owners range from like, girl, I hate Sober October altogether, to like, could it not be a different month? Meanwhile, in very personal news, so because it's been a little bit chillier, I've had my doors closed. Duke knows how to open the doors. Karma will just, when I say close, I don't close them all the way, but close. Daisy will just stand there forever. Like, she won't open a door, even though she's physically capable of it. She just won't. I feel bad because she doesn't feel like she has the right, like it's her space or her place to. And so what happens is she'll end up waiting outside of a door. I'm sorry, doors are being kept closed to preserve heat. Like, I'm really just heating, like I don't have, my furnace doesn't work. I heat with space heaters, and so I'm heating one room at a time. And so she'll just be outside pacing. And sometimes I can hear her, and I'm like, come on in, Daisy, you're welcome in, Daisy, but she won't come in. And I am not her doorman. I don't know how to put that any other way. But what she does that really pisses me off is when I do open the door, and if I've heard her skittering back and forth, then I know she's there. But sometimes she's just been sitting there waiting quietly, and then I go open the door because I am walking through the door, and she tries to barrel in, like, past me, and she'll bash into my legs. She'll like run around me, but like knock over things. She'll like, it's this desperation to get into the room that could easily be resolved simply by coming in at any time, because she's allowed in the room. The door is actually open, and oftentimes it's like open this much, but it has to be like, yeah, again, she's like a little fucking vampire, needs like an invitation in or whatever. So now you get really mad because she's like, yeah, I've literally almost tripped over her. I've almost stepped on her. She doesn't do it to Karma. when if Karma is there in the doorway, and I hate when Karma she sits in doorways to pounce. She sits specifically in Karma. So all my animals wait in doorways, and it's driving me nuts. But Karma always does it year round. Daisy's is seasonal, but she only does it to me. When Karma's there, she waits. So I I don't know what to say about that, except I'm pretty sure Karma is the alpha for this household, which I already do. Karma loves fire. We've talked about this. She'll like actually try and climb into a fire. We call her Carmageddon for a reason. She's very destructive and she loves fire. I don't know how she feels about snow. I didn't get a read one way or another. Daisy hates it. Duke doesn't seem to care one way or another. The Steven Universe movie soundtrack and the Rebecca Sugar sketchbook records are still available. I didn't buy no. I buy nothing 2025. I haven't bought one thing in January that wasn't groceries or a necessity or I have not bought any luxuries. I did pay my bills today, some of which were a little bit overdue. That was really that I live a really exciting life. Watering plants, emptying my recycling, paying the bills. Party hardy. That's true. This is my own flag. By Less Than Jake off of Pezcore. Followed by Johnny Quest thinks we're sellouts. Oh, this is still liquor store. At the liquor store. Liquor store. All right, let's get to the news. This is my own flag. So, will the snow continue in Seattle into Monday? Possibly. The more important thing to consider is icy conditions on the road, in the mornings especially. I do have an in-person thing, and I didn't mention the Nissan. I got a loaner car from Nissan, which is great. I thought they were going to be, I don't know why I assumed because I have an old beat-up car, they would give me an old beat-up car, or I just assumed loaners were old beat-up cars. They gave me a 2024 Sentra. So first of all, it's not a 4x4 like my vehicle, and it's like, I don't want a brand new vehicle. Like, I don't want to, like, I think I'm just going to take the bus tomorrow. I don't want to take my chances driving this in the snow. I have things to do all weekend, including go to Olympia, and I'm like, we'll see how I feel in the morning. I mean, I spent a lot of time on buses this weekend, so I might just be like, fuck it, I'm driving, I'll take my chances. We'll see. While snow remained, and on Tuesday and beyond, while temperatures will remain cold with only highs in the mid-30s, snow potential through the end of the week looks minimal. Showers look isolated at this point. Of course, stray snow and ice could slow traffic and lead to slick spots. For the rest of the 7-day forecast beyond Tuesday doesn't look terribly exciting at this point. We'll keep you posted. That is Fox 13 weather. Seattle Transit Blog was one of the first ones to report the snow this morning. Like I said, they reported it officially as the first snow of 2025, even though it technically snowed yesterday, which I caught on tape, but I literally think the 20 seconds that I uploaded is all that it snowed. Johnny Quest thinks we're sellouts. Meanwhile, Tacoma deploys snow crews and warns against unnecessary travel. "13 snowplows, 3 de-icing trucks, and a pair of plow-capable pickup trucks to help clear roadways." The worst of the system expected to come Saturday, Sunday morning. I don't think that. I don't know if that actually happened in Tacoma. I don't know. Yeah. And then, of course, it was Groundhog's Day. Did Puxatawny Phil see his shadow? I guess. And so 6 more weeks of winter are expected. NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Organization, basically put out a report that said Puxatawny Phil is wrong about 2/3 of the time. He's only right about 1/3 of the time. The fact that our official weather and atmosphere organization is putting out reports on the meteorological merits of rodents really makes me wonder how pronouns and emails are the waste in government. Whatever. We'll get to that. Weather Channel reporting that snow in Hawaii. We talked a lot about how it was cold. There was snow in Florida. It was colder in Kentucky than it was in Alaska. So now we finally got snow in Hawaii. And these kinds of stories are just going to get more and more normal. LA Times reporting that the Palisades and Eaton fires are now 100% contained, but there is a long road to recovery. Grammys 2025. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter wins Album of the Year. Chappell Roan and Charlie XCX give standout performances. Beyonce, the most nominated artist in Grammy history, wins her first Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter. This Jen Doesn't Like Me Anymore by Less Than Jake off of Pezcore. LA firefighters honor first responders and present the album of the year. Okay. Um, oh, Charlie XCX performs Von Dutch guest medley with stars like Julia Fox and The Dare. Boop boop. Woodinville, Washington's The Dare. But now mostly associated with New York's Dime Square. Alicia Keys, DEI is not a threat, it's a gift. Kendrick Lamar won Kendrick Lamar won Song of the Year for Not Like Us. $7 million raised for wildfire relief efforts. Beyonce got to her feet before anyone else when Shakira took the stage. I think this is the first time anyone's beaten Taylor Swift to celebrate a fellow performer. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us wins Record of the Year, beating out the Beatles with Now and Then, Beyonce with Texas Hold'em, Sabrina Carpenter with Espresso, Charlie XCX with 360, Billie Eilish with Birds of a Feather, Chappell Roan with Good Luck Babe, and Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone with Fortnite. Lady Gaga declares trans people are not invisible. Well, except, invisible or too visible? Stevie Wonder pays tribute to Quincy Jones with We Are the World performance. Janelle Monáe rounds out Quincy Jones tribute. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars wins Best Pop Duo Group Performance with Die With a Smile. Quincy Jones tribute brings crowd to its feet. Will Smith pays tribute to Quincy Jones. Women completely dominate. Lady Gaga premieres Abracadabra music video during commercial break. Shakira dedicates Best Latin Pop Album win to her immigrant brothers and sisters. You Are Loved. Recording Academy CEO addresses criticism from The Weeknd before introducing surprise performance. But you know what? Criticism is okay. I heard him. I felt his conviction. What we all want is an organization dedicated to the well-being of all music makers. We want to reflect the entire music community for now and for future generations. So over the past few years, we've listened, we've acted, and we've changed. We've launched initiatives like the Black Music Collective, Women in the Mix, and the Academy Proud, and others. Careful, you're going to be investigated. Mason then announced a performance by The Weeknd, a complete surprise that had not been announced. Shakira wins Best Latin Pop Album. Chappell Roan speech gets support. Taylor Swift appears really into this speech, as do all the big artists. Labels, we got you, but do you got us? Everybody is cheering. People are talking, yes, including some of the famous people on the floor. That's why you won, a man yelled from the upper balcony as everyone around him cheered. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars performed California Dreamin' to honor Los Angeles.
All the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Stepped into a church, I passed along the weed. Lord, I got down on my knees, and I pretend to pray.
Someone stop her, please. It's not that she doesn't have a good voice, but Lady Gaga, don't do that. You know what, Lady Gaga, don't do that. Wow, that was okay. That was something. Benson Boone, Doechii, Teddy Swims, Shabuzi, and Ray take the stage for a Best New Artist medley. Chappell won Best New Artist, beating out Sabrina Carpenter, who has 5 albums out, by the way. Shabuzi, Teddy Swims, Doechii, and Khruangbin. A source confirms to Yahoo Entertainment that Kanye West and Bianca Censori were not kicked out of the awards show. West is a nominee, but that didn't mean he necessarily wanted to stick around for the ceremony. The couple walked the red carpet, got into a car, and left. Because we platform hate. We can give all the speed, we can have all the we listened speeches, but at the end of the day, we're going to make money off hate too. I see you, Dana White, and I am talking specifically about you as well. But in your case, it's not even surprising. It's more like, finally, we get to profit off of the N-word. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I just named so many amazing artists. I'm like, I kind of want to play Shakira. This is 360 by Charlie XCX.
Sometimes I wanna rewind. Sometimes I wanna rewind. In time to when I was when I didn't overanalyze my face shape. Little things I only eat at the good restaurants. But honestly, I'm always thinking about my weight. Used to never feel embarrassed when caught up with paparazzi. Everyone else does it constantly. I hate these doubts that keep running through my mind. Sometimes I really think it would be cool to rewind.
Beyonce accepts Best Country Album Award from Taylor Swift. Genre is a code to keep us in our place. Chaperone performs Pink Pony Club.
per time. Sometimes I really think it would be cool to rewind. I used to never think about Billboard, but now it's started.
Oh, speaking of platforming, hey, Morgan Wallen wasn't even, he maybe didn't have an album this year. Wasn't nominated for Best Country Album. That's small favors. Sabrina Carpenter won 2 Grammys, Best Pop Solo Performance for Espresso, and Best Vocal Album for Short and Sweet. Pop Vocal Album for Short and Sweet, beating out pop veterans like Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande. No hard feelings here. Taylor Swift enthusiastically got out of her seat when Sabrina Carpenter's name was called for Best Pop Vocal Album. Doechii wins Best Rap Album for Alligator Bites Never Heal, beating out Future and Metro Boomin, Eminem, Common and Pete Rock, and J. Cole. Best Remix recording to Mark Ronson for an Espresso remix and times FNZ. Best Dance Pop recording, Charlie XCX Bon Dutch. Best Comedy Album, Dave Chappelle beating out Ricky Gervais, Nikki Glazer, Trevor Noah, and Jim Gaffigan. Yeah, that was a sigh. Best Recordings Package, the art directors for Brat. Oh, Brat Summer, yes. Best Country Song went to Casey Musgraves, The Architect, beating out Shabuzi's Bar Song, Jelly Roll, Morgan Post Malone featuring Morgan Wallen and Beyonce. Best Country Duo went to Beyonce featuring Miley Cyrus with Two Most Wanted. Best Reggae Album, various artists, Bob Marley, One Love, music inspired by the film. Best Country Solo Performance, Chris Stapleton. Wow, no, other than, maybe he really didn't come out with an album this year. Other than the Post Malone features, Morgan Wallen was not featured, which, I don't know, warms my heart. I can't stand Morgan Wallen. What was Taylor Swift trying to tell us with her outfit? She likes red. I don't know what she likes. She thinks she thinks she wants you to see. Look at her legs. She thinks she is. That's her asset. Yeah, that's. I didn't say anything. I was like, I didn't even notice her outfit because she just. I was like, hasn't she worn this dress before? Doesn't she always wear this dress? I mean, they're like, no. Every single time it's a different $10,000 designer dress. I'm like, they all just look like red miniskirts to me. I'm sorry, I'm not. Andre 3000 couldn't make it, but shouted out his collaborators. Meanwhile, thousands of demonstrators gathered in downtown Los Angeles, not far from Crypto.com Arena, to protest President Trump's immigration crackdown. Sign language interpreters spotted on the red carpet. Oh, Cynthia Erivo brought her own ASL. That's something you can do. Blue heart-shaped pins on display showing support for Los Angeles. Let's play some more music. Get so distracted by a music segment that I'm like not playing any music. That's pretty typically me. Just so typically me. Ooh, baby, baby. I think this is Hot to Go. I could be wrong. Or Pink Pony Club. I know this is a single. We'll find out. This is a song by Chapel Roan. No, this is neither. What is this? Oh, this is... Yeah, this is Pink Pony Club. was looking for a record, but I wasn't able to find it. So we're moving on.
Hi, Chapel. I know you just landed, and I know you're probably busy, but I would love to see you, so call me when you can.
It was also. Oh, wait, that sounds like something. Okay. It was also the Saturn Awards. That's the Science Fiction Awards. I only caught a few minutes. Mark Hamill won Best Special Guest Star for The House of Usher. Star Wars: The Bad Batch won Best Animated, beating out Star Trek Lower Decks and others. The Wild Robot won Best Animated Feature, beating out Inside Out 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, Despicable Me 4, and presumably other movies that may or may not have been sequels. I'm going to let this play out. Sorry, I had to clean my cat's creepy eyes. Chapel Roan rocks vintage Jean-Paul Gaultier dress at red carpet. Jimmy Carter wins posthumous Grammy Award. The former president, who died in December at age 100, posthumously won a Grammy Award for Best Audiobook, Narration, and Storytelling Recorded. He narrated The Last Sundays in Plains, a centennial celebration, which featured recordings of his sermons at Maranatha Baptist Church in Georgia. Late president's grandson, Jason Carter, accepted the award on his behalf. Having his words captured in this way for my family and for the world is truly remarkable, he said. Thank you to the Academy. The award marks Carter's fourth Grammy win since 2006. I like that. I like how audiobooks is now just an excuse to give a Grammy to someone who's not a musician, but we like you. When Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera vied for Best New Artist in 2020, 2000, in 2000. Chapel Roan reflects on Grammy week. I am very emo. Winning 6 Grammy nominations each, Sabrina Carpenter and Chapel Roan cement pop star status. Right, and then that's going back to the beginning because those are not updates anymore. Those are predictions of things that have already won. This is Baby Shoes by Noise Addict. According to Associated Press, U.S. military conducts airstrikes against Islamic State operatives in Somalia. That just jumped out at me as significant. BBC News wonders, will Donald Trump's tariffs, so in case you didn't hear, 25% tariffs and 25% tariffs against Mexico and Canada, our two biggest trading partners, and 10% tariffs against China. Canada announces retaliatory tariffs on longtime ally. According to Reuters, that ally would be us, possibly former ally. I love this 12-year-old singing about take me back to no responsibility. Bruh. According to Associated Press, Trump says Americans could feel some pain from tariffs as he threatens more import taxes. So again, the whole Americans don't pay was just nonsense. That was just campaign bluster, quote unquote. Now that no one can do anything about it except him, we're not going to pretend it's anything other than what it is. In email to the Hill, DOJ sidesteps language endorsing legality of buyouts. In email to staff, across the government on Friday, employees were sent emails seeking to assuage concerns about the deal, with officials vouching on behalf of their agency that the offer is valid, lawful, and will be honored. But the Assistant Attorney General for the administration at the Justice Department declined to directly make that statement, instead writing that the OPM assures federal workforce that the deal is lawful. It might just be a minor distinction, but leave it to the DOJ to make that minor distinction. Trump won't visit Washington, D.C. plane crash site because it's the water, quote unquote. You want me to go swimming? So he's basically making jokes. Trump challenged after blaming DEI for plane crash. Here's what he said. Trump on Thursday variously pointed the finger at the helicopter's pilot, air traffic control, his predecessor Joe Biden, and other Democrats, including former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, who he labeled a disaster. Buttigieg responded by calling Trump despicable. So is Noise Addict with Baby Shoes and Phone Remedy. This is Eddie Ray with Glad I Found You. Cross. Question. I understand that. That's why I'm trying to figure out how you can come to the conclusion right now. No, he said it's all under Trump. It's all under investigation. That diversity had something to do with the crash. Because I have common sense, okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people don't. We want brilliant people doing this. This is a major chess game at the highest level. When you have 60 planes coming in during a short period of time, they're all coming in different directions. They're dealing with a very high level computer work, and very complex computers. Yes, diversity doesn't mean you lower standards. It means you recruit better. It means you make better efforts to recruit, believing that qualified candidates of all races, genders, etc. are out there, but you may have to do a little more outreach to find them. It doesn't mean you lower your standards. Anyone with common sense knows that. This is Patricia and Jimmy with Trust Your Child off of Homeschooled, the ABCs of Kid Soul on Numero Records. Trump was challenged on his claims the FAA under Democratic presidents has promoted the hiring of people with disabilities. That page that Trump references existed on the FAA's website for a decade, including his first term. According to The Independent, who is Joe Ellis, the transgender pilot wrongly named in DC crash. Well, that's what you need to know. She's transgender and she was wrongly named. Jill Ellis's service record in the Virginia National Guard appears to be nothing but honorable. She served in Iraq as a helicopter door gunner and then in Kuwait as part of a multinational fight against Islamic State. In 2013 and 23, with the support of commanders, she began medically transitioning to female. Now her face and name are being paraded across the internet by conservative influencers and fringe media outlets who falsely claim she had been piloting the U.S. Army chopper that collided with the passenger jet on Wednesday night in a crash that killed 67 people. I understand that some people associate me with the DC crash and that is false, Alice said in a video posted to her Facebook profile on Friday, which demonstrated that she's very much not dead. The hoax claims were part of a long-standing and alarming pattern of right-wing commentators and sometimes even politicians falsely pinning deadly incidents on transgender people who have now become one of the main targets of Donald Trump's presidency. However, meanwhile, according to the Daily Beast, the actual family of the female pilot in DC crash begs Army to keep her name secret amid intense online vitriol. Donald Trump is among those who seem to be suggesting the chopper pilot could be at least partially at fault. He said it was flying too high by a lot when it entered the space. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm moving on. Separate crash over the weekend. No survivors expected after an air ambulance carrying 6 crashes in Philadelphia. 1 victim on the ground killed. White House takes aim at Selena Gomez for a video of her crying with their own videos of mother. Okay, I'm not saying that no immigrants have ever committed crimes. I'm just saying immigrants commit crimes at lower levels than Americans. Criminalizing immigration in and of itself will not lower crime. Parading the victims of crime for political gains is disgusting. And yeah, implying she doesn't know who she's crying for. She's not crying for legitimate criminals, but she's crying for real people who are actually being harmed. I know children being pulled out of early learning, as we learned from the pandemic. Y'all are so concerned about children in school when it's COVID and masks, but suddenly you don't care if children are being pulled out of school. And we're not talking about necessarily even immigrant children, but children whose families may have mixed status, families who just don't want to deal with ICE, who are becoming much more, people aren't going to church anymore. You care about God, but suddenly you don't care about that. This is Venus in Furs by the Velvet Underground. But the White House responding directly to celebrity is just nonsense. I mean, but it also shows he's the president of the United States and still in the wrong industry because he hates Hollywood because he can't be Hollywood. He can't, how the Trump administration is building out its immigration enforcement machine. Colombian president asks undocumented Colombians in the United States to return. Colombia Air Force planes carrying deportees from the United States have arrived in Bogota this week. Following threats of tariffs. Hegseth acts as Pentagon Identity Month, the same day Trump calls for Black History Month observance, including the celebrations called out include National African American Black History Month, Women's History Month, Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, Pride Month, National Hispanic Heritage Month, National Disability Employment Awareness Month, and National American Indian Heritage Month. Pentagon removes major media outlets, including NBC News. NBC News reports from dedicated workstations as part of a new quote-unquote rotation program. According to the Huffington Post, RFK Jr.'s stunning claim about black people and vaccines sparked concern from medical experts, concern and news cycles, but he'll get confirmed. He served his role in the campaign. I'm surprised Cornel West and Jill Stein don't have positions. This is Run, Run, Run by the Velvet Underground. RFK Jr. kept asking to see the science that vaccines were safe. After he saw it, he dismissed it. Yeah, just asking questions, presented with indisputable evidence. I have more questions. Like, there's always more questions. There's always, like, there's never... According to Futurism, Trump broke the federal email system and government employees got blasted with astonishingly vulgar messages. Turns out that putting underqualified kids in charge of the federal government's HR agency wasn't the smartest move. Last night, an exploit in the Office of Personnel Management's new home-cooked email server seems to have made it possible for anyone with an email address to blast messages to vast numbers of federal employees. As a result, over 13,000 employees at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration found their inboxes bombarded with spam messages from vulgar trolls. Some users signed up to the NOAA for newsletters. Some users signed up the NOAA for newsletters from entities like the Church of Scientology or Perfect Gene. Welcome to Gene Perfection, a screenshot reads. One particular result, their email offered pointers on Trump's alleged performance of a sex act. Important weather alert warned that the next 4 years have a 99% chance of fecal showers. Are you tired of working for a complete C-word? One message sent from a sender identified as Craig simply said, yo. 10, Klippenstein, the national security reporter who revealed the breach, once again took the opportunity to plug his infamous newsletter with the subject line, urgent, time sensitive. Goes to show you how fast this new comm system was cobbled together. One NOAA employee told Klippenstein, no security or screening on this address. The whole thing apparently stems from an overhaul of OPM led by oligarch and chief Elon Musk. On Tuesday, Wired reported that Musk had been given free rein to replace the agency's highest level staff with lackeys from his previous ventures. Those included a 21-year-old who had previously worked with Peter Thiel and a summer intern from Neuralink who just graduated high school. It also included Amanda Scales, a former ex-AI HR staffer who was reportedly in place as OPM's chief of staff. Scales is allegedly implementing what some have called a hostile takeover of OPM, axing the chief information officer, Melvin Brown II, for refusing to implement the new regime's in-house email server. Brown evidently made the right call, as the new system, on top of the aforementioned drama, was immediately hit with a class action lawsuit for failing to pass Bush-era cybersecurity checks. All the server drama is important as it's reportedly key to Doge's goal of gathering information on every government employee. Tuesday's much reported fork in the road email memo came from this unsecured server, which unintentionally revealed the involvement of two non-government individuals, both heavily involved in Project 2025. As Trump acolytes look to gut the federal government, installed their own yes men, the drama swirling around the email server will have a lot to reveal about the new administration's unprecedented strategy. All of this is reporting by Joe Wilkins in Futurism. Content warning Gigi Allen. Content warning self-harm. Um, the back of the album instructions say, "Play loud and kill yourself. Thanks to no fucking body but me, Gigi." This is Gigi Allen with. Oh, well. Yeah, okay. This is Suck My Ass It Smells by Gigi Allen. Hi, Karma. Well, not like Luna, but you kind of have a stinky butt too. Cats have stinky butts. I know, yeah. She put, yeah, thanks, Karma. What do you see? Do you see lasers? Do you see lasers on the ceiling? Yeah, seriously, she really likes that light. Not quite as much as the fireplace, but. This is Boys Club featuring Safer the Dark Lord, Tribe One, and Awkward by MC Lars off of the Jeff Sessions. This is Don't Be a Cyber Bully featuring Letus and Ash Wednesday.
Don't be a cyber bully.
Except for Robin.
Don't ask me why. Straight multiply. To my feet when I pee. So please let me be.
Boys Club, Boys Club, welcome to the Boys Club. Making hella noise club, welcome to the Boys Club. Why? Why?
Oh, school closures, tracking closures, delays for Western Washington.
Boys
All
Club,
right.
welcome to the Boys Club. Making hella noise club, welcome to the Boys Club. Why? 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 I'm a dog named Andy, drawn with a handy and a pie hole. Short, eye roll. Our apartment's dark, and a smart remark. I'm mad yellow. My bad, fellas. Sniffing rock bottom. Hot dogging. Freeze stinks. Freaking lit. Comma late. Did you know a thing about a fancy cheese? Could it pass to a cat? On the last page? Got a catchphrase? Boys Club. Boys Club. Welcome to the Boys Club. Making hella noise club. Welcome to the Boys Club. Why?
Well, Green River College is having a late start, which is notable because I have an event at Green River College later this week.
Welcome to the Boys Club.
That's up till Thursday, so I think I'll be good by then.
Why?
Auburn 2 hours late, Bellevue 2 hours late, Enumclaw, Highland, Issaquah, Kent 2 hours late. I have a thing in Kent in the morning, so we're going to be following Kent.
Boys Club, welcome to the Boys Club, making hella noise club, welcome to the Boys Club. Why? Boys Club, welcome to the Boys Club, making hella noise club, welcome to the Boys Club. Why? Boys Club, welcome to the Boys Club, making hella noise club, welcome to the Boys Club.
Plane crash victims were figure skaters, a soon-to-be wed pilot, civil rights lawyers, and others. Many figure skaters.
Making hella noise club, welcome to the Boys Club. Why?
Yeah, this is according to Newsweek. Lawsuit accuses Trump admin of funneling data to ex-Musk employee.
Indie Comics All-Star. Comics All-Star. Indie Comics All-Star. Comics All-Star. Matt Furionum. Matt Furionum. Matt Furionum. Matt Furionum. Indie Comics All-Star. Comics All-Star. Indie Comics All-Star. Comics All-Star.
Just basically writing comic books. Kind of, you're a loser. So, I lost big time in that department.
This is Huck Finn's On the Run. This goes out to the author of James, just because this is lit hop.
Huck Finn's on the run. Huck Finn's on the run. Huck Finn's on the run. Huck Finn's on the run.
So, I mean, I'm just, again, nothing against Mark Twain, right? Mark Twain? But Huck Finn is really just someone like heard like of like, you know, like the Underground Railroad and thought like, how can I make that a fun adventure about a white kid, right? Like that's. Cats can talk to cows. And clouds. Cats can talk to clouds because they look at clouds from both sides. Right?
breathing does the church like a Tarantino film, stacking bodies in the hearse. I look so ridiculous, I can't understand it. But the Duke of the always ruining Hamlet. Well, they got Jim and put him in chains. I'm trying to feel it, but they shot him in the leg. Pandemonium, man, I really miss the island. The catfish in the moonlight and the cave in the silence. The news, Jim was free. Miss Watson, R.I.P. Really wants to take me home. He's kicking up civilized. I'd rather be alone. Then I'll keep heading west. And I'll dream about a quest. Jim, thanks for being a friend. This kid from the sticks, hope to see you again.
Was that just an exercise in knocking shit over? I think that was just to knock shit over. Hi, boobs. You wanna jump up there? I know who knocked the no off the good news sign. I seen you up there. You like it up there. It's nice and high. Jump. Get it. I'll make it. Get it. Nice. Good news, everybody.
We realized he was gone. I was sitting on the bottle in my trailer by the pond. Counting Hawkins in Indiana, where we count the fireflies. So many kids missing. It's a tragic street
This is
surprise.
Cops and Monsters, featuring Shaver the Dark Lord, but I'm not going to play it out tonight. Again, we've been listening to MC Lars off of the Jeff Sessions. Oh. I know what I want to play off of this. It's not a 45, right? Oh my gosh, I don't. Actually, and I can remember what this record. Oh, I can actually. It says it. Okay, it's actually labeled. Okay, I can do this. I can. It's called Mosh Pit on Disney. Okay, so this is Under the Sea, performed by Doping Panda, followed by Part of Your World by Cubismo Grafico 5. Okay. We'll find out what speed it's at in one moment.
Up on the
Yeah, new lawsuit alleges President Donald Trump's administration collecting information on federal employees in violation of law. Elon Musk put a kid who just graduated from high school in charge of disemboweling the U.S. government. Trump administration offers roughly 2 million federal employees buyout to resign. Allegedly it involves 7 months, but I don't know. This is an officially licensed Disney product called Mosh Pit on Disney. It's a series, but this is part 1, I think. But they were only released in Japan. According to the New Republic, Elon Musk cronies locking federal workers out of computer systems. Have locked career civil servants out of computer systems that contain the personal information of millions of federal employees. I got you. I got you. We got this. Okay. Sorry. She got herself all wrapped up. This is the original, but we're not playing it out. The boop boops are always boop boops. Somebody else's boop. We dream about going boop boop, but that is a big boop boop. Just look at the boops around you, right here on the boop boop boop. This wonderful boop 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 boop. Boop, 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 this is Everything Must Change by Quincy Jones. I mean, that feels pretty. Yeah, everything must change. Rightfully a major tribute to Quincy at the Grammys. Featuring. Is it Big Stevie Wonder, or we just call him Stevie Wonder now? Sorry, I'm old school. I'm seeing more of those, like the for lack of a better term, short buses. I don't know, I don't know what these are. These are like some kind of park and ride thing, but is there some new route that's like, or I don't know what they are. Elon Musk claims full self-driving is so advanced Tesla owners are turning it off and steering with their knees to check text messages. Owners are pointing out in the comments, A, untrue, B, that's irresponsible to even suggest, and like... Meanwhile, oh wait, darn it. Who reported that? Oh wait. History. Okay, well, Fortune reported that. According to Futurism, Elon Musk finally admits that Teslas don't have what it takes for full self-driving. But this is about upgrading the hardware for I had it. The hardware 3 computers. Tesla's profits are falling off a cliff as Elon self-immolates. That's also futurism. We're gonna play this out. Because it's still the same song. That felt like a mood shift. According to Reuters, Chinese state-linked accounts hyped DeepSeek AI launch ahead of U.S. stock rout. Graphica says, that's not surprising. Meanwhile, Daily Beast slightly gloats. Zuckerberg threatens to fire Meta leakers in leaked memo. Last time I saw a hummingbird was in the Firestone parking lot. It kind of made my day. Yeah, no, I was disappointed that took my car into the shop and they were like, we can't help it, and I had to be towed yet again by a different and be pushed out of onto the truck. We're gonna play this out. This is Body Heat from the album Body Heat. Leon Ware. The previous Everything Must Change featured Bernard Inger. According to Mashable, Mark Zuckerberg removed tampons from men's bathrooms. Meta employees put them back. After tampon liners and pads were removed from men's bathrooms earlier this month, they mysteriously reappeared, not through company policy, but through quiet defiance of workers who brought in their own supplies, according to 5 anonymous sources cited by the New York Times. Employees also circulated a petition calling for Meta to reinstate the amendment. Meta, however, stood firm in its stance. The company reportedly responded it had not been the intention of Meta leadership to make employees feel unwelcome or excluded in their offices. But at this point, we do not have plans to revisit our on-site amenity offerings. Don't worry, though, the feedback was shared with leadership. It raised the infamous Lincoln Park query can really take it down from the inside. It just is masterful. Someone's a Linkin Park fan. According to The Hill, Elizabeth Warren met a settlement with Trump. Looks like a bribe. I mean, yes, it does. But again, let's all be mad about it and do nothing. I mean, there's not really a lot of anyone who can do anything. We've got a completely broken system, and we now all realize that. So let's just be mad about it. Is I just want to have something to do by the Ramones. Oh, Google also offers their employees like voluntary separations. These are employees of Pixel and Android, which got merged. Wait. Oh yeah, this is who asked Trump to have mercy has not been removed. That was satire. A USA Today fact check. Trump administration issues its heaviest orders yet. Email signatures requiring new Republic. Removing pronouns. This doesn't save any money. In fact, forcing managers to train on how to remove the option from Zoom or from Outlook or whatever is a waste of resources, but they know that. They don't care. As long as the waste of resources is preferable to their base, they're good. This is Charlie Brown by the Coasters. But yeah, no, much like removing tampons, this has no practical purpose and it doesn't save money. It doesn't. Page not found. Trump administration scrubbed websites of gender preference, and in many cases, things have nothing to do with gender reference. I said preference. Reference. Yeah, no, there's nothing. Yeah, in many cases, it's the chilling effect. They're taking things down preemptively, including important information about HIV that has nothing specifically to do with, and they're just not sure, and that's the point. Is this his Wipeout? I think it's like a new Wipeout. So I was listening to a lot of punk in the 90s, but also working in a restaurant where I was listening to a lot of oldies. And I'd be like, why are the BPMs on this so much more intense than anything you're hearing on the radio today, mainstream radio? Even Green Day, like when they come around, is like, their fastest songs didn't make it on the radio. You know what I mean? Like, I guess we're finally making out of like the cardboard chewing. Yeah, another not so Funday Sunday where we gotta talk about all that shit, dry cardboard shit. But no, okay. According to PC Gamer, the drone operator who damaged LA's firefighting plane was Treyarch co-founder Peter Aikman, who is deeply sorry for the mistake. This is Caught in a Hustle by Immortal Technique. Okay, wait. Oh, it's Clean Dirty Instrumental. And then, okay, this is Dirty as Fuck version, for sure. That's the end of Internally Bleeding.
They say the odds against me are crooked and impossible. Like I was born with a hole in my heart. It's an obstacle. I left to die by the doctors in the choosing hospital. But I never lose hope. Success is psychological. The world is volatile and the street is my education. Shaping the nation like the blueprint of a mason. While short check record deals get you raped on occasion. So I'm focused on my economic situation. I'm like the little kid on TV that dig through the trash. I hustle regardless of the way you talk shit and laugh. A lot of niggas drop signs but they don't know the math. Cause they mind is narrower than the righteous path. It's funny how on the block niggas that kill you for cash never reach the gun to cry out freedom at last.
Oh, and Facebook has a new dating? Facebook dating? Nah. Yeah, it's Facebook MAGA hate date. Nah. Do you think I will report back. I was like, do you think they let you choose your gender? I will report back. I bet you Facebook dating has two genders.
So if I should ever fall and get caught in a hustle, let them know that I died while I fought in the struggle. From the hood rats to rich kids lost in a bubble. Spray painted on the streets and in the subway tunnels. Write it down and remember that we never gave in. The mind of a child is where the revolution begins. So if the solution has never been
Yeah, easy gamer. Drone operator who damaged the LA firefighting plane was Treyarch co-founder Peter Aikman, who is deeply sorry for the mistake. It caused a... Okay, no one was hurt, but the plane was downed. It caused a hole in a wing and $65,000 worth of damage, so it's a good thing it's some rich guy. This is maybe if you're not some rich guy, don't be flying drones. I don't know. Yeah, we're officially into entertainment news. Dogman, which is part of the Captain Underpants universe, is #1 at the box office. Companion debuts at #2. Dogman received 30, A score from Cinema Score, A grade from Cinema Score. Yeah, collecting $36 million at the box office. Oh, this isn't a good weekend for them, but yeah, no, this is always like all the hits drop off and like that. This is not traditionally a good week for film box office. Companion has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, stellar reviews, and a solid audience score, B+ on Cinema Score. Dogman lacked bite in the international box office. This is Internally Bleeding.
From meaning.
that still my new son?
I in life will make you choke by surprise, like an aborted fetus in a jar that opened its eyes, provoking my demise. I leave your spirit broken inside, like the feeling of 50 million people are hoping you die, and niggas wonder why.
Did I say we're listening to Immortal Technique?
Some bitch killed my firstborn son with a coat hanger. I straightened out the pain until my soul was empty and
is he pro-life? Did I do I need to stop playing this song? Okay. Me.
My mother cancer, killing us slow like the feds did to the Black Panthers. The genesis of genocide is like a pagan religion, carefully hidden, woven into the holidays of a Christian. I had a vision of nuclear holocaust on top of me, and this is prophecy, the words that I speak from my lungs. The severed head of John the Baptist, speaking in tongues like Che Guevara. My soliloquies speak to a gun. Pain in slow motion like trees that reach for the sun. Nigga, the preaching is done, cause I don't got a DJ like Reverend Run. I curse the life for any man who kills benevolent ones. I never asked to be the messenger, but I was chosen to speak the words of every African slave dumped in the ocean, stolen by America, tortured, buried, and frozen, written out of the history books and
Frogman, not to be confused with Wolfman, Universal horror film that was released in theaters in January, based on Captain Underpants' author Dab Pelkey's children's graphic novel series. The film features the voice cast of Dave Peterson. Wow, Dave Peterson. Do you know what I'm gonna say next? Pete Davidson.
Difficulty breathing, dying on the inside, internally bleeding, angel of death, dragging me away while I'm sleeping, watching my world tumble in front of me, searching for meaning. These are my last words. I'm having difficulty breathing, dying on the inside, internally bleeding, angel of death, dragging me away while I'm sleeping, watching my world tumble in front of me, searching for meaning.
All right, am I going to take my chances and play some Beyonce? Maybe not till the end. Oh, I could play Espresso, but I'm not. I'm going to play Nonsense. Like blee blah blee. This is off of her previous album. This is not short and sweet. This is, which, is that true? I still don't know, actually. This is emails I couldn't send or didn't send. Don't leave me alone. Rowan Howery and Ilsa Fisher follows a human police officer who is fused together with his faithful dog after they're injured on the job. Reminder again that all dogs go to heaven except the class traders in Paw Patrol. I actually hate police dogs. I hate the idea of police dogs. I hate the idea that they've weaponized dogs because I love dogs so much. I'm amazed that after like Montgomery, Alabama, we didn't revisit this. I understand drug dogs. I understand that dogs have like certain skills and talents, but just we are using canines' aggressive bite capability to sick them on people at will does not seem like a no. I know from a tactical perspective, I get it. It's abusive to the dogs. I hate that they're dog cops. Like that seems so wrong to me because I love dogs, but all dogs go to heaven except dog cops. Mufasa's Lion King, now in its 7th week of release, took 3rd place after a so-so start in December. Meanwhile, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Disney's Moana Land 6 and 7, just outside the top 5. Elsewhere, Sony's R-rated buddy comedy One of Them Days with Keke Palmer and SZA slid into 4th place. Didn't even know about that. With 6.3 million from 2,306 locations, a mere 21% decline from the previous weekend. With positive word of mouth, the $14 million budgeted film has generated $34 million after 3 weekends release. And okay. Well, it dropped. And last week's champion, Flight Risk, an action thriller directed by Mel Gibson and starring Mark Wahlberg as a balding, unhinged pilot, nosedived to 5th place with 5.3 million from 3,161 theaters. Ticket sales declined by 53% from a $12 million rollout, bringing domestic tally to 20 million. Probably shouldn't have either had Mel Gibson direct or should have like acknowledged that from the jump, because you got number 1, but then people were like, oh, some of them people want their money back, but it's too late. Yeah. Oh, so far, overall box office sales have been upswing, with ticket sales up 12.3% from the same year ago at 3.5% from 2023, according to ComScore. Though the year is young, Hollywood is hoping 2025 will signal a rebound in fortune after the pandemic and 2 labor strikes have ravaged the box office. Blee blah blee. What's a rocker to the dare? Well, that's what's up. This is You Can Never Go Home by the Dare. Bus. According to Hollywood Reporter, Jesse Eisenberg was warned not to meet Mark Zuckerberg while prepping for a social network. Do not go there. Jesse Eisenberg said he was driving to Facebook to see Mark Zuckerberg when he was told to turn back for legal reasons. I like the side-by-side. Like, Nirvana's Dave Grohl, Chris Novoselic, and Pat Smear reunite to perform at Fire Aid. Again, Fire Aid, which was performed earlier. Yeah. Lady Gaga, Green Day, Billie Eilish, Joni Mitchell, No Doubt, Pink, Anderson .Paak, Dr. Dre, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Olivia Rodrigo, Stevie Nicks, Sting, Steven Stills, John Mayer, Earth, Wind & Fire, Lil Baby, Stacey Abrams, Kate McRae, Katy Perry, Rod Stewart, and more. St. Vincent, Kim Gordon, Joan Jett, and Violet Grohl joined them for a number of songs, including St. Vincent started things off playing a rendition of Bleed. Kim Gordon next performed for the late Kurt, taking center stage to perform School. Joan Jett performed a rocking version of Territorial Pissings. Then, with Novoselic on accordion and Gordon on bass, Grohl's daughter Violet took the stage for the final song, All Apologies. And that's what's up. This is All Apologies by Nirvana. Oh, I am taking chances, but it's not Beyonce yet. Oh, this is actually All Apologies or Penny Royalty. Let me know in the comments what you think I should have played, but here's what I'm going to play. This is Penny Royalty. I love it when band members are like, wait, what are we playing? Nine Inch Nails announces 2025 Peel It Back World Tour. Oh, Voice alum Ryan White Maloney argues with fiance over a jacket moments before dying by alleged suicide. It's a weird developing story. I don't. Superman creators estate, specifically Joseph Schuster's estate, suing Warner Brothers, not Jerry Siegel's, suing Warner Brothers Discovery and DC Comics to block James Gunn's movie from releasing in certain countries, claiming that they don't have a right to key territories, including Canada, England, Ireland, and Australia. Sandman to end with season 2 as Netflix cancels Neil Gaiman adaptation in fallout over, let's just say, accusations. So, as promised, Justin Baldoni has created a website to leak. I mean, I don't know, I guess it's not leaking if you're created a website, including documents that where I guess Ryan Reynolds called him like a stand-up guy or whatever. Doesn't matter what he said then. Stand-up guys don't do what you're doing now. Justin Baldoni accuses Blake Lively in the New York Times of colluding and takes aim at New York Times metadata and claims that Ryan Reynolds' nice full character is bullying, which we've already heard about. But yeah. I don't know why I assumed Sir Paul would be involved. Like, in my mind, canonically, Paul McCartney is the current lead singer of Nirvana. Like, if there is such a thing as who is the current lead singer of Nirvana, it's Paul McCartney. This is Good Sister, Bad Sister by Hole off of Pretty on the Inside. According to Variety, Amelia Perez star Carla Sofia Gaston says, I am not racist amid backlash over offensive tweets. I have been judged and condemned without a trial. You know, when someone says, I'm not racist, but are you the other thing that is more not racist than not racist? There's a thing that's more not racist than not racist. There's a book about it. You don't have to read the whole book, you just read the back cover. And further, you know when they're focusing on how being exposed has made them feel, that they've learned everything. And I'm sorry, I'm using they actually meaning people who, in general, she, a trans actor and the first one to be nominated for an Oscar, is that correct? She's really concerned about how she feels misrepresented and misunderstood, not how her words were harmful and hateful, and I'm sorry. Keep being defensive. Excuse me. Pete Davidson, currently starring in Dog Cop, or whatever the fuck it's called, has removed most of his tattoos. We keep talking about this. Las Vegas Raiders head coach Pete Carroll just got his right-hand man back, not Russell Wilson. It's Matt Capurro, Seahawks Vice President of Coaching Operations, is leaving the team after 15 years to reunite with Pete Carroll and rejoin the Raiders. Worked with Carroll at USC in 2009 and in Seattle from 2010 to 2023, and worked with Al Davis in Oakland from 2004 to 2008. Former Raiders running back Marshawn Lynch welcomed Pete Carroll to the silver and black in a perfect way, just shouting a Raiders chant, to which Carroll jokingly told him to settle down. Again, Marshawn Lynch is just retired now, right? He's not on the Raiders anymore, but he was just there to celebrate, I think. I promised to get to this one. I'm glad I'm still lucid to explain it properly. Conor McGregor dropped multiple racial slurs in unhinged tirade against former UFC rival. This is off of Uncrowned. McGregor's outburst comes just one day after UFC featherweight Bryce Mitchell drew widespread condemnation for his statements that Adolf Hitler was a good guy. UFC CEO Dana White addressed the remarks on Thursday, stating that he and the UFC are disgusted. I've heard a lot of dumb, ignorant shit in my day, but this one's probably the worst, White said. No, it's not. You hang out with Trump. No, it's fucking not. You're a fucking liar. White noticed that Mitchell won't face repercussions from the USC, citing quote-unquote free speech and stating, those who hate Bryce Mitchell, you get to see him hopefully get his ass whooped on global television. You get to pay to support the organization that will continue to pay him, because he's going to get paid for this fight by UFC and Dana White to say racial slurs. He showed up for an event, a publicity event sponsored by UFC, presumably a contractually required publicity event, said racial slurs, and kept his job. But optionally, if you want to support UFC, and he said, hopefully get his. What if he wins? What are your thoughts then, Dana? You can now say racial slurs in the UFC. That's the report. That's what I am reporting. And it will just be sort of part of your heel storyline. But racial slurs, they've expanded the acceptability of racial slurs to the UFC. And just as a reminder, Dana White is now an advisor to Facebook and how, they moderate content. So that should all work out well. So I randomly called out Spider, which is actually my favorite. No, it's not. The sprinkler is my favorite. Oh, there's. Holy shit. Get on the job. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, she's just knocking all that shit over now. All right, enjoy my cat. This is on the clock. I do have to work tomorrow. This is Sprawling by Sicko off of You Can Feel the Love in This Room. Speaking of like weird like top fetishes or whatever, we can review, which normally I give shout outs to Joe Radke. This country. But suddenly they love cops. I talk about how like the national NPR pivot felt like, oh, suddenly like 40-minute segments on Melania Trump. But like the local, like suddenly like Sue Rohr is our hero. Though I do appreciate the guest who pointed out when Sue Rohr was like, no cop has discharged a gun in 8 months. That may be true. Great. No Seattle cop, I guess. The guest pushed back on that as like, yay, that's great, by pointing out cops used to go their whole careers without discharging a gun. Like that should be the standard, not, wow, it's been 8 months. But given that Seattle police officers have a long, specific history of taking guns to knife fights, I'm serious. Like, someone with a knife, I'm not saying someone with a knife isn't dangerous. Like, I've been places where people are wielding a knife. I'm like, oh, shit. As promised, is actually... Oh! I could have just kept playing, but I had to... The fact is, Conor McGregor is one of the biggest stars. He shouted out support for Bryce in a whole long thing, and that doesn't even make sense. He's one of the biggest stars in UFC. He's used as I can't name a lot of UFC fighters, but I can name him. mostly for the controversies, but that's good enough. I mean, it's all spectacle. That's good enough for them. Because it's not a real fucking sport. This is Dead Bars with Chris Novolesik's new band. The 5 points. Is it me or does this Huggies ad look suspiciously like a Notorious Big album cover? You're like, oh, now all black babies look alike? No, I mean specifically, never mind. Never mind. Referring to praising Hitler, just by the way, referring to praising Hitler as dumb shit is itself minimizing. It's not dumb shit, it is dangerous and shouldn't be platformed anywhere in the world. It should be denounced unequivocally, as I do. But Dana White's response is very telling. And it's, we profit off of anti-Semitism and racism. But if you don't like that, you can give us money and hopefully watch the person you don't like get... Four more massage therapists accuse Ravens kicker Justin Tucker of inappropriate behavior that brings the count up to 10. In much better news, sports news, finally, go sports ball. Angel Reese surprises her mother paying off her mortgage so she can retire. Oh, I always say it's Talk Talk by Talk Talk, but it's Talk Talk by Teen Beat. I'm sorry, Talk Talk. Oi, Karma! Oi. she jumped down. I joked, yeah, it's okay to knock things over. Now she's just on a rampage. But okay, that being said, she's a cat, so I do understand. She's not doing anything unusual. You're like,
I'm like, my cat is the most destructive in the world. And you're like, that's what cats do. This is Teen Beat by Sandy Nelson, followed by Talk Talk by Music Machine. Maybe Tossin' and Turnin', maybe Let's Dance. Tossin' and Turn by Bobby Lewis. Let's Dance, Chris Montez, and Locomotion by Lil Eva. Let's see what of the this is off of At the Hop. Let's see what we do play off of it. But I also feel like in the end of the episode. Oh, we made it through sports ball news. Move over Austin, Denver rents are falling at one of the fastest rates in the country. And throughout the city and suburbs, rents are falling and newly constructed buildings are dangling an array of incentives for signing, offering 6, 8, or even 10 weeks free are now common, brokers say. Other perks like discounted parking and gift cards. Oh shit, I hadn't thought about that. You rent an apartment, but then it's another 110, whatever. It was 110 when I was, but what is it now? Like 200 a month for parking? The pet fees. I was like, at some point I'm going back to being a renter. Like I just feel that in my, or at the very least a condo with an HOA. Like I'm not going to be responsible for every appliance that's breaking. I need to figure out a different system. And home ownership, independent home ownership. There's a learning curve that is still steeper than I made it, and yet the learning curve is still steeper than I still feel. I see how I'm gonna get priced out of like with property taxes and I hope I can sell on reasonably favorable terms, not out of desperation, but speaking of those like crazy beats in like classic music, like the oldies and shit. That syncopated rhythm. This is not the. The relief comes after a construction boom added tens of thousands of units to the metro area last year alone, largely in its urban core. If you build it, they will come. Like, where Seattle is so build averse. Retirement experts say 401ks have a portability failure, and that's a problem for employees, especially as like, I don't know, my job may be frozen or canceled or whatever. Yeah, I wonder. I have a 401k, but I wonder. Yeah, I don't know how all that. I don't know enough about how all that works, even like almost 10 years into my job. So Mudd, M-U-D-D, was the name of the doctor who repaired John Wilkes Booth's leg after Wilkes Booth's escape.
Um, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Every time my name is Mud, or any reference to that, I have to tell the story of it because it's just so interesting. Um, John Wilkes both escaped from the theater, ended up in Virginia on a plant. So Mudd was also a former holder, a tobacco farmer, I think, a plantation owner, and a doctor. Repaired Wilkes Booth leg. That is the origin of like your name is Mudd because yeah, no, that did not do much to having helped and aided and abetted the person who had just assassinated the president didn't do anything for his reputation. Um, I felt like there was something else there. Um, oh, just no, yeah, no, it was random. But as I was like, wait, is that something? I was just double fact checking. John Wilkes Booth was a prominent actor at the time. For him to gain access, I don't know how, like, when the Secret Service was established and all that, but the one reason he was able to gain access is because of his celebrity status. Like, I think it's still dangerous people come from all circles. Um, there's less dance followed by the locomotion. This is according to CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Company. More, more bad news for rat-infested cities. Climate change is making it worse. Oh, I'm so sick of this one. Do fish feel pain? Scientists are split in debate. Yeah. Anything with a nervous system feels pain. Why are we even having this discussion that doesn't make sense? How button boards are changing human-canine communication. I guess they really, like, yeah, no, I think it's like I had previously read or heard it was kind of like a hoax and fake. I think I sent my dad some dog buttons. I have a box of dog buttons. But no, that's kind of interesting that this is a locomotion by Lil Eva. Are weight loss drugs like gym memberships? The answer is worth billions. So, Eli Lilly's Zepbound and Novo Nordisk's Wegovy
had stellar growth in initial signups in the first half of the year, followed by slower gains in the second half. What they're realizing is that weight loss drugs follow less the pattern of other drugs, which are just year-round, but more like gym memberships where people are enthusiastic, maybe during the first half of the year, and then the gains fall off. This is important because, well, it's January, and we're hoping it's cyclical, and the signups will appear again. We'll find out if that theory turns out to be true, but that's a really interesting. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Depending on like how much it's costing you, people are like, oh, it's bikini season. And then once that falls off, they're like, well, I can save $150 a month, but I will get back on it in like, yeah. In local-ish news, Costco is raising wages for hourly workers. Um, Washington legislation could put speed limiting devices in cars of habitual speeders, but there lots of legislation, not necessarily. I don't know, but also I always wonder. I'm like, I guess speeder is actually revenue for lots of, right? Because I'm like, if devices exist, why aren't they standard? Why, why is speeding allowed? Like, but I mean, yeah, whatever. Renton Historical Society asked to remove artifacts, all of them, all of the artifacts in the museum. I'm really curious about this one. Um, Ronnie Dangerfield was apparently a pothead. I'm going to end with Beyonce. This is the end of the episode. I don't know what I'm going to play off of Beyonce, though. We're going to find out together if it's something I can play. Because it's always like hit or miss. Hi. Welcome to the end. Yeah, I'm up.
gonna shine on your own. I'll be a protector.
This song is entirely in like service of like defending nepo babies, which is fine. I'm just saying.
There's a long line of hands carrying your name, lifting you up so you will be raised. Yourself get you down, let yourself
Thanks for watching. This is the end of the episode.
So many roses, but none to be picked without thorns. So be fond of your flowers, dear. La 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 la. Love you. La 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 la. You love yourself like that, and I really hope the best for you. You're my love, my sweetie pie, my baby, you're my heart. Hi-ho, hi-ho.
Holy shit! Thanks for watching. Yeah, okay. This is the end of the episode, but I can't end the episode because